What's up everyone, Darcblade back with my Mass Effect 3 multiplayer class guides. Today we are going to be talking about a personal favourite of mine, more in terms of lore than anything, the Turian Soldier. As a whole, the class is a good all-round strong class, but with the right weapon and the right spec, the Turian Soldier can dish out a lot of damage. Now, as always, I spec my characters for silver and gold mode. The Turian Soldier I actually use on gold mode more than anything. The spec I go into: Marksman, max this out. This is a must. I feel this is the Turian Soldier's prime damage dealing ability. You can spec it as well for either mainly using sniper rifles or assault rifles. You take rate of fire for your assault rifle or accuracy if you prefer to use the sniper rifle. I skip out concussive shot as I wanted to show off proximity mine and what it can do. You have to spec proximity mine for the damage taken ability. This increases all damage against the target. Combine that with the recharge ability and proximity mine becomes a great debuffing move. As for Turian Veteran and Fitness, I max out everything for weapon damage in Turian Veteran, as this class relies on weapons more than others. Your weapon as well is kind of dictated with how you've spec'd Marksman. If you've gone for rate of fire, it's best to take an assault rifle, which is what I personally prefer on the Turian Soldier. Or if you've gone for accuracy, then go for a sniper rifle. From what I've been told and what I've read and what I've experienced, the Revenant is an awesome gun with the Marksman power. Increasing its already high rate of fire as well as its stability means you are going to be firing out bullets incredibly fast and taking down armor, shields and health with ease. Anyway, let's talk about the Turian Soldier's main powers. Firstly, we're going to talk about Marksman. This is a great power the Turian Soldier has, one of the best in the game in my opinion. It stabilizes weapon fire and it also increases accuracy and rate of fire, making you more efficient with any weapon you're using. Put a nice ammo type on your weapon and this ability allows you to rip through armor and shields with ease. When choosing Marksman, I would try to choose a increased recharge time as well, as you want to be using this ability almost all the time. Every time you engage someone, you want to have this turned on, or at least ready to turn on when you need it. If you prefer to use sniper rifles over assault rifles and other low rate of fire weapons, then you need to go into accuracy. Increasing this allows you to pull off more accurate shots, where with the sniper rifle every shot does count. If you prefer to use a sniper rifle, a semi-automatic sniper rifle, this is also a great ability to pull off multiple decent shots. But if you're like me, then I feel that Marksman is much more proficient with assault rifles, especially assault rifles that have high recoil, are not that stable, but already have an incredible rate of fire. Marksman complements all these abilities. It makes the gun more stable and you're able to control it a lot better. It will also increase the weapon's already high rate of fire. Like I've already said, the Revenant is a great example of an assault rifle that benefits from Marksman really well, but the Feston is another good example. Now, I may prefer to use an assault rifle and feel it's better with the Marksman ability, but you can use the other weapons as well, like the submachine guns and pistols. Actually, now that I think about it, the Paladin and Carnifex are actually quite good with this power as well. The only advice I can give you with Marksman is be careful of your ammo count. You can mod your weapons to increase the ammo in the clip, but having to reload often whilst Marksman is on means you're wasting the power. This is also another reason why I say to try to decrease the recharge speed as much as possible. Now, the second ability I use with my Turian Soldier is the proximity mine. I covered this very briefly in my Solarian Infiltrator video, but with the Turian Soldier I think it works wonders. Reduce the cooldown on proximity mine, give it the damage taken debuff, and the impact radius means that anyone hit with it will have the debuff. The debuff is the key to success with the proximity mine. It increases damage taken by the targets hit with it by 20%. And this is for all your team, not just you. This will affect all your team's damage output, which is a great team ability. I personally like to use proximity mine in conjunction with Marksman, as if you come up against the harder targets like the Atlases, Brutes, Banshees, whatever, you can hit them with the proximity mine, which puts the damage debuff on them. Then, as long as you haven't weighed yourself down with too much equipment, you can activate Marksman, increasing your damage output and rip them apart with whatever weapon you're using. If you're using the Revenant like I do, then this really does work effectively against almost any target. As a side note, proximity mine can also be used to set up traps at the start of a match, placing them around the map as you see fit or where bottlenecks happen. The Turian's third power is concussive shot. I personally don't take this, but if you really did want to take it, you can maybe take a few points out of Turian veteran or maybe fitness, as I would preferably do. Concussive shot could be used to potentially knock down weaker targets, giving you breathing space if you're getting overrun. But I personally think you don't really need it for the Turian Soldier, as proximity mine and Marksman are far better abilities in my opinion. Now the Turian itself, I've talked a bit about the race when I was doing my Turian Sentinel video. It's a nice class, a strong class, a kind of balance between human and Krogan in a way. It's stronger than humans, has more shield and health, but lacks the dodge ability and is a bit slow and cumbersome like the Krogan. Well, maybe not as bad as the Krogan's mobility, but it still has decreased mobility overall. The Turian also comes with a nice double Omniblade slash, which is quick for a heavy melee attack and does not bad damage overall. I should also mention that the Turians themselves are pretty much good with any weapon out there. This is thanks to their weapon expert proficiency. When you look at the character information, you can see it. This means you can pick pretty much any weapon you want and they will be good with it. Anyway, let's go back and take a look and a quick recap at the powers that the Turian Soldier has and how I personally spec them. Now, Marksman, the Turian Soldier's prime power in my opinion. It's a nice damage dealing ability that increases your weapon's rate of fire, stability and accuracy. All of these can be enhanced as well depending on what weapon you like to use. If you like to use a sniper rifle and more accurate weapons, then go for accuracy. But if you like the fast assault rifles or submachine guns, go for rate of fire. Try to reduce its cooldown as much as possible as well, as you want to use this ability and activate it as much as possible. It's incredibly good at ripping apart almost any enemy. The second ability I take is Proximity Mine. You have to spec this in order to give the targets hit by it the damage increase debuff. This combined with Marksman means you are going to be dishing out a ton of damage. Add to the fact that the debuff counts for the entire team means that it's a great way to support your team in increasing damage to targets. This works really well on groups of targets as well as the higher, more stronger enemies like the Atlases, Banshees, Brutes, so on and so forth. Concussive shot is the third ability of the Turian Soldier, but I personally don't take it as I feel it doesn't have any room in my rotation of Proximity Mine and Marksman. If you did want to take it, then take it for the fact that it can knock down weaker opponents, giving you almost like a crowd control ability. An alternative build with the Turian Soldier is a Grenadier type class where you combine the damage from proximity mines as well as concussive shot to deal out your damage. But I feel this is inferior to the spec I have here. This is of course personal preference, and of course I'm not telling you what spec to do, just suggesting what I feel is the best for each class out there. Anyway, this has been the Turian Soldier. It's a great all-rounder class that is useful for any team attempting gold and silver. It's great at dishing out damage, possibly one of the highest dealing damage classes out there, thanks to Marksman and the right weapon. Combine that with the nice proximity mine debuff that benefits the entire team, means he's going to be a valuable asset to any team attempting the harder difficulties in the game. Anyway, I've been Darcblade, bringing you my guide to the Turian Soldier. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.